I have arrived at one of my favorite places ever. I'm at Pukaskwa National Park. This is going to be great. This is the beginning of what will probably be an epic backpacking trip. But for tonight, because it's now 7:30, just going to stay at the regular campground. But tomorrow morning, we're heading out on a backpacking trip for 5 days. So it should be amazing. So for this trip, I'm doing it with Emily here.
Hello.
Who's done a lot. You did tons of camping, right?
Yeah.
Tons and tons. So
yeah.
First time at Pukaskwa, right?
This is my first time at Pukaskwa. I'm nervous and excited.
Me too. I haven't done backpacking in a while, so I'm used to canoeing and having more gear with me, so it's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're about to head out.
Yay! Oh, Moose is ready to go. Look at him. It's like, where's the trailhead?
It's a rainy day. I'm gonna be heading out on the backcountry trail here at Pukaskwa National Park. We're just about to get our gear on and get going. Just about ready to go. Backpack is on. Backpack is heavy. And here we go. This is Pukaskwa National Park. This is a place that I first came to over 20 years ago. I came up here and backcountry camped. We hiked in a fair distance, about as far as we're actually going to go on this trip. I also stopped by the regular campground here on my way out across Canada and back about 2 years ago. So it's a place I've always wanted to come back to go out backcountry camping again.
So we're in Pukaskwa National Park on the Lake Superior, on the coast of Lake Superior, and it's been high on my bucket list in terms of destinations because I was lucky enough to grow up around the Great Lakes in the Golden Horseshoe. I swam in the Great Lakes as a kid, but I was always so drawn and so interested in Lake Superior because of how big it is and how blue it is and how powerful it is. So yeah, I've wanted to do this trip for a while. I've heard great things about this park.
So there's, I guess this would have been a little creek maybe or something, but the water is pretty high, so It's floating over top of the little boardwalk here.
We've seen a lot. We've kind of encountered a lot of different types of terrain. At one point we walked through a marsh.
Well, it looks like we've just completed the flattest part of the hike. Now we're heading uphill, and I think it's gonna be all up and down from here.
The hike in wasn't that bad, actually. I was really surprised. I haven't been actually backpacking for years and years. I've now more canoe camp, so I have spoiled myself and I'm taking way more gear than I used to. So I had to pare that down and put it all in a backpack, and I did it. It was heavy, but it wasn't that bad. The biggest challenge we had was the fact that it's been raining, and raining on and off throughout the day, so the ground is soaking wet, the rocks that you're climbing on are wet, the roots, the logs, everything is wet and slippery. So part of the challenge is just not falling over because everything is so slippery.
I'm also hiking with my, he's five and a half month old Beagle Blue Heeler mix. He's carrying his own backpack and he's doing okay. He's sleeping right now, so it's definitely a lot of work for him because he's a little guy, and I think it might have been harder than usual for him because he has the backpack, but he doesn't really protest too much. Like he's happy to just keep going along the trail with everybody, and he's a great hiker dog for sure.
I got a pretty steep bit to go down here. Another steep, slippery section to get down. All the rocks are slippery once wet, so we gotta be super careful.
Rocks were a little bit slippery, but it was very green. We're in the boreal forest, so it's very green, mossy.
We have done almost 7 kilometers so far. It's been not too bad. It's wet and it's slippery, just gotta be careful. But so far not so bad. We still have probably another 2 or 3 to go, or maybe a little less than that till we cross the the White River on the suspension bridge. That's gonna be fun.
Most spectacular part of the hike in, of course, is going over the White River on the suspension bridge.
We did the suspension bridge, which I was incredibly nervous about.
That is just amazing. You're going across this big gorge with this raging river below.
I am very afraid of heights, but it actually wasn't that bad, and it was very structurally sound, and the fence on the suspension bridge was quite high, so I wasn't worried about falling over, which was awesome because I could take in the view of Chig Falls, and it was beautiful. Moose was he was better on the suspension bridge than I thought. I saw him looking down and kind of like whining a little bit, but he made his way across. He didn't like when it moved, but he was better than I thought he would be. I thought I was gonna have to carry him, and I didn't have to, so yeah.
We are across the suspension bridge. This is as good a place as any to stop and have a little break. So we're gonna have some snacks before we head on. Yeah. Well, we have found our campsite. Not quite as on the river as I'd hoped. We're sort of in the forest, but it'll do. It's fine. A bug's biting me. Mosquitoes are out. Yeah, so that's where we're staying for the night, and tomorrow we'll be moving down a little further.
Our first night here, we are staying at Hook Falls. There are 3 campsites here. I believe it was here, and I found the spot where we had camped over 20 years ago.
More than 20 years ago, I was last here, and I was backcountry camping here. And I wondered if I'd find the site that I camped on near the rapids. Where we are actually camped is not it. This doesn't look like it might even be official at the moment. The pad they've got for tents is terrible. Fire pit has still been used, but I'm pretty sure that this was the spot, one of the spots that I camped at. It's pretty cool to find it. Anyway, I'm just about to go get some water. Can't really get to the water where we are camped, so I'll get it here and then head back up.
On this trip, I brought my regular 1-person tent that goes on the ground, not my tree tents. They are far too heavy to bring backpacking. We gathered as much wood as we could. It's all wet, so we've started a fire just for the comfort of having a fire more than anything. Who knows how long that's going to last. We're going to have to keep gathering more wood, but like I said, it is all wet, so it is a struggle to keep the fire going.
Mind you, oh yeah, I guess it'd kind of have to be carried in.
Thank you so much for watching. I hope you really enjoy these videos, and if you do, please subscribe, hit that bell, get notified when more videos are up, and look forward to having you on our channel.